All right, we are now live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to this special episode of Kevin at 7. It is Wednesday, and I'm actually packing. My wife and I are actually packing. We're getting ready to go to Europe, and we're going to be in Europe for the next 2.5 weeks. So for those of you on YouTube, join me on Facebook because I'm only going to be going live on Facebook, and I'll go live on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is Kevin Ward page. Just that's my my page on Facebook. Go to kevinward.com/Kevin Ward page. Like that page and turn on the bell for notifications. And I'll go live there every morning. Theoretically every morning, because what's morning here will be afternoon there. And then I'll be doing Instagram lives as well. So Kevin Ward Now is my Instagram handle. So make sure you check that out and get over there, because you guys are on YouTube. This is the last day you're gonna see me until probably July 21st, I would imagine, 22nd. That's the last time you'll see me. So good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and wish all of you a happy 4th of July. For those of you that tomorrow are gonna be vacationing and off and not gonna be watching me, so happy 4th of July for those of you in the United States. Hey, Marcio from Burbank, California. As you come on, make sure you post where you are in the world today. And today we're talking about Wednesday. We're talking about waste not, want not. No, waste not, want more. You heard the saying, waste not, want not, right? Waste not, want not. I don't like the way the lights do in here, but that's just the way it goes. I'm gonna turn it a little bit like that. I'm trying to give you guys so you can see also the beauty of the outdoors and all that. For some reason, my camera on my phone is better. So this one's going to be kind of controversial today, what I'm going to be talking about. Hey, Serge from London, good to see you. We'll be in Paris tomorrow. We'll be in Edinburgh the next week. We're not coming to London. Good morning from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Melanie, good to see you. So this is a little bit controversial about what I'm going to talk about today. So here's the deal. We're going to talk today about thinking bigger. If you want bigger wins in your life, you have to think bigger thoughts. Right? I'm going to say it again. If you want bigger wins in your life, you have to think bigger thoughts. If you want more abundance in your life, you have to think more abundant thoughts. If you want to be able to do more things in your life, you have to think more things. You know, to do things that cost money, you got to think more money. So you got to think bigger. So I'm going to share with you guys something that I want to challenge you to do today. And then I'm going to challenge your thinking on doing it. Okay? So there is on the Seine River that goes through Paris, France. You can hire for the evening a private yacht to go on a tour of the River Seine. It starts at about 8,000 euros to rent this private yacht. That's a dinner cruise. So you get to go right down through the center of Paris for 3.5 hours, 3.5 or more. You can customize it, but it's 3.5 hours. And you're going from, the Eiffel Tower all the way around, and you're seeing everything. Notre Dame, everything. You just get to see it. And hey, Dean Kessler, you're going to test my French, are we? Bonjour, monsieur. That's about as far as I'm going with that right now. And it starts at $8,000. Now, how would you like to take that yacht? And this is for an evening dinner cruise. We're not talking about a vacation. We're talking about $8,000 for a 3-hour cruise. Okay? Now, next time you go to Paris, why don't you do that cruise? Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing it because the boat wasn't available. and I don't know if I would have done it anyway. That's a lot of money. But wait a second. The first time I went to Starbucks and bought a venti latte, and it was $4.50. I'm like, that's a lot of money. So I want you to think about wanting more. This idea of waste not, want not, which means don't waste anything and you'll never be in lack of anything, which is, I think it's a good ethic to not be wasteful, for sure. But I want to talk about raising the level of expectation of what you can have in your life and what you want in your life and how you can create it. Okay, so what is your vacation place? Where do you guys want to visit? So right now, tell me where you would like to visit, like a dream vacation. Where would you go? Dream vacation. So post it in right now. Where's your dream vacation? Where is your dream? Greece, Italy, love it. Rome, Italy. We've been to Rome. Julie and I went to Rome 2 years ago. Love Rome. It was amazing. Where else would you like to go? Post in the chat where you would like to go. And why am I only getting one person watching me on YouTube? Usually we have about 30 or 40 or 50 people on Facebook. YouTube, we got a bunch. London, Israel, Italy and Ireland. Awesome. Africa, Dominican Republic. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now set your place. This is the place that you want to go. All right, your favorite place that you want to go. All right, and for some reason on Facebook, I'm not getting, it's not working. I don't know, Nydia, I don't know what's not working, but you're here, so welcome. Facebook isn't working. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know what's up with that. That's very interesting. All right, I want to go on a gorilla trek in Rwanda. Leah, I love that. That is so awesome. Rome, Italy, Greece. A lot of you guys want to go to Rome, Italy, and Greece. So Julie and I took a trip and we went to Athens and Rome for 2 weeks. And I mean, that's the main cities we stayed in. And we went to Pompeii and we went to Thermopylae and we went to Corinth and we went to the Oracle to Delphi and all that. Bora Bora, I love it. Okay, cool. Now, when you're going, what is your budget? What is your budget? Because normally you save up for your vacation and you go on a budget. Okay, so whatever your budget is, set your budget. Okay, what is your budget? You're welcome, Andres. What is your budget for your dream vacation? So I already put it in there. Put in your budget for your dream vacation, and you can type it in if you want. You don't have to, but I want you to think about it. Because I can remember, so Gabrielle says $10,000. I love it, awesome. Okay, now, I just want you to think about it. 10,000, 50,000, Telly, that's my kind of girl. If you're at 10,000 or less, I want you to add at least a zero to it. And if you're at 25,000, yeah, probably, Melanie, you need to add a zero to your trip. 15,000. Guys, you guys are talking 10, 15,000 for an entire trip. That would have been like big. I don't think when I was growing up, we ever took a vacation that ever cost more than $1,000. I honestly don't think we're at all in, because we had a motorhome and we took the motorhome. So the motorhome had some expense, but we lived in it. So it was it was a trade-off, but that was one of my dad's dreams. But we never did expensive stuff. If we we never went to Disneyland. We never just went to Disney World. We went to the mountains and we stayed in national parks where it was free. It didn't even have hookups. We were self-contained. So we never spent money, all right? Now, here's what I want you to think about. For me, a $4,000 vacation included airfare. That was like $4,000. You're spending $4,000 on a vacation. Now I want you to think about doing one item on a vacation like that. There's the river cruise that I was looking at a private, because one of my friends, him and his wife did a private yacht dinner cruise on the Seine. And I'm like, what is that? And so I'm like checking it out. And it's hard to find like a private dinner cruise on the Seine. So you can do it and it's gonna cost you thousands of dollars. Let's just put it that way. So I found one that starts around $8,000. It looks like, and you can also the yacht's big enough, you can do entire weddings on it, wedding receptions, all kinds of stuff. But I want you to imagine just renting that boat for the evening for a dinner cruise for you and your family, for you and your kids. Okay, for some reason, Facebook's not working, guys. I don't know why it's not working. So join me on YouTube, Kevin Ward Now. Go to youtube.com/Kevin Ward Now. You can join me live there. All right, so I want you to think about, when you take the next trip, add a zero to the next trip. Now, some of you, it's going to take you 3 or 4 years before you can be financially where a trip like this makes sense. If you do the work and you really do what you're capable of, you can 10x your income in the next 3 or 4 years. You can make $1 million a year selling real estate, because most of you are realtors. And then you take a vacation where you spend, and then we build real wealth. So that's what we do in our inner circle, is we work on building real wealth. So today I just want to challenge you to think bigger. I just want you to think bigger. So think about an $8,000 tour. That's just one tour on the trip. So you're going let's say you're going to your destination for 2 weeks. And let's say your budget is $20,000 a day. Okay? 10 days, that's $200,000. So whatever it is, add a zero. It's Kevin Ward Page. Robert Kevin Ward Page is that's the Facebook page where I do my live streams. But this morning apparently it's not working. All right. So Dino, add a zero to that 20,000. So $200,000 for your trip. Now, when you look at that, and I look at that, I'm like, is that even possible to spend that much money on a vacation? You're like, you're wasting money. So somebody just said something great on, I told my girlfriend not to waste so much money on all these vacations. Wait a second. Why is that wasting money? If you do one tour, and let's say it costs $1,000. Let's say you hire a private tour guide for 5 days to go to do Rome. And let's say they cost $1,000 a day, plus meals, plus let's say it's gonna cost a couple $1,000s a day, 5 days, that's $10,000. That's not bad. And then you want to take a helicopter tour, private helicopter, just charter the helicopter. And then you want to go to one of the islands, get a private yacht and go, and that's $6,000. Here's what I want to challenge you to do is think bigger about what's possible out there. Okay? Think about what is possible. And then go out there and do that type of vacation. Now, you can't do it until you've earned the right to do it, which means you have to make enough money so that you can actually do that kind of vacation, right? You can't just go like, I'm gonna put all of my credit cards and max out. That would be irresponsible financially. So you gotta make the money, but just by thinking bigger, you elevate your drive, you elevate your mindset so that you can achieve bigger things. Now, for those of you who are going like, this is wasteful, like, I can't imagine why I would spend $1,000. You hire a good tour guide for a full day. They're going to cost upwards of $1,000 just for their time. Okay, you add in a limo to drive you around. Why would you drive around in a little piece of crap? Why not get a nice limo and be driven around? Okay, so if you do that, it's going to cost a lot more. Now you go like, why would I waste money on that when I can go do all this stuff myself? Why did you how many of you have ever bought something this year that 5 years ago you would have said was a waste of money? How many of you have ever bought a latte at Starbucks or gotten a drink at Starbucks? Then you're already wasting money. But see, we think it's okay, and if you don't do Starbucks, I don't care. You get the point. You go and you buy something. You go to a restaurant and you order a steak, and the steak costs $30. Well, my friend, you can go down to the regular market and you buy that same steak, prime ribeye, for $12, not $40 or $50. Okay? Why are you so wasteful? Why do you go to a restaurant? What a waste of money. You can cook yourself and save money. So you already waste money. If you're going to call it wasting. It's just now the size of the waste. Okay? Because it's really not wasting money. Well, it's nice. And when I go to the restaurant, I am supporting the economy. I'm giving the job. I'm helping support the cook. I'm helping support the owner of the restaurant. I'm helping support the server. I'm helping support the staff. I'm helping support the bellhop or the person that washes the dishes, the hostess. I'm helping support their job. I'm helping give them a job. I'm going out and doing all these things that gives back to the community in terms of stimulating the economy by spending money, which stimulates the economy, by the way. Okay? So we all waste money, if you're going to call it wasting. It's just a matter of what are you comfortable with. Okay? Somebody said a penny saved. Oh yeah, so Kimberly says a penny saved, the old saying is a penny saved is a penny earned. The problem is a penny saved is still just a penny, right? So if you're gonna waste money, which means you're gonna spend money that you don't have to spend to do something for your enjoyment. If you're gonna spend, instead of making your own cup of coffee for 50 cents at home or 20 cents at home if you get the cheap stuff, you're gonna go out and spend $3 or $4 for a cup of coffee. If you're gonna do that, then why not, instead of going out on a cheap tour and buying the $20 tickets, why not hire a private guide and a private limo and spend a couple of $1,000s instead of $20? What's the difference? It's just scale. It's all the difference. It's just scale. It is the size of your mindset. So for somebody that has that is worth $600 million, The idea of chartering a private jet to them is like, doesn't affect their lifestyle, doesn't affect their bank account. It's just $20,000, done. Oh, it's only $4,000 to charter the helicopter for the day? Done. They don't even have to think about it. But for people like you and me, I grew up in a mobile home. I grew up where we went on cheap vacations. I grew up where for 3 years of my life, we lived in a motor home. We didn't live in a house. We didn't live in a mobile home. We lived in a camper for 3 years growing up. That's where we lived. That's where I slept on one of the benches on the side of the table where we ate dinner. I slept on one side, my sister slept on the other for 3 full years of my life. First grade, second grade, third grade, and half of fourth grade. Fourth grade, we bought some land and put a mobile home on it. So I got to live in a mobile home. I lived in a house for 2 years while I was in school. Okay, so this is all a stretch. This was all a stretch for me. It's a change of the way of thinking. Think bigger, and then start looking. So internet knowledge says I am a monk. I don't care about money. Perfect. If you don't want bigger things or want to do nicer things, then it's totally cool. But if you want bigger things, you got to think bigger thoughts. You want to win bigger in your life, you got to think bigger thoughts. For a football player to think of winning the Super Bowl, he has to think about it. You don't get to the Super Bowl by accident and go like, I'm in the Super Bowl. I'm playing in the Super Bowl next week. How did this happen? It doesn't you want to have abundance in your life. You have to think bigger thoughts. So here's my challenge to you right now. I want you to take your dream vacation, your dream vacation. Okay, take your dream vacation. Take the money you said you were going to spend, your budget for it, 10,000, 20,000, 30, add a zero to it. And here's the challenge. And then get online and find how the wealthy travel. First class airfare, round trip, first class for you and your whole family, not just for you and your wife. The 3 kids, they get first class too. Okay? Or a private jet, depending on how far you're going. Okay? Book that out and then find that you want to go see the castles you want to go visit the chateaus outside of France. What does it cost to hire a private helicopter with a tour guide and all the best amenities for the day? What's the best way to tour the Louvre? These are things that we've been looking at because we're going to be there tomorrow. And so we have our budget. We're over that budget, but we can do that. And when you think bigger, things happen. Now remember, I was renting a bedroom 7 years ago. Now 7 years ago, next month I was renting a bedroom for $200 a month for 8 months, sleeping on an air mattress. I was that broke, living in an unfurnished bedroom for $200 a month, sleeping on an air mattress. And I spent 8 months there like that while I was building this company. I had no money. I had no credit. I had a $300 secured credit card that was maxed out. But I was thinking bigger, and I was getting myself around people that had those bigger thoughts. Okay, you gotta think this way. There is more possible out there. You want to make an impact in other people's lives. You want to give back to the community. You want to help people who don't have as much. How about this? Make a lot of money so you could actually help a lot of people. So that you can actually hire a personal assistant. You take a personal assistant, you bring them into a life into a world where you can influence them positively, give them a great job, help them make money working for you. You're stimulating the economy and you're helping other people. Well, money's not that important to me. No, but it's important to a lot of people. And if you do things that help other people have a better life, you make a big difference. Okay? Kimberly, I've never flown international on Virgin. I've flown first class on Virgin back when they existed in America, at Virgin American, but I've never flown on like Virgin Atlantic. We've never used them. We're flying on Air France to Paris. And this is still the stretch for me, guys. This is where I'm stretching. I want you to stretch your thinking because I'm stretching mine and I'm like, we made a commitment. We would never travel, coach, and we don't. But it took us time to get there. Okay. You have to think bigger. Think bigger thoughts, do bigger things, get bigger results, make a bigger impact, change more lives, serve more people, add more value. This is not a selfish conversation about like just make a lot of money and be rich and take advantage of other people and all that kind of crap. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing more, adding more value so you can change more people's lives. Whether it's you change your life, change your family's life, change your family legacy, be able to contribute more. If you want to help more people, like my biggest passion is as a real estate coach is helping real estate agents make a lot of money and have a life, have better marriages, okay? Those kind of things. You can do this, but it's work. Most people won't do it because they're not willing to expose themselves out of their comfort zone. They just look at that and they go like, that's so wasteful. I can't imagine spending $4,000 to go on a tour. Right? Well, you got to change your imagination. Open up your imagination. Yes, reprogramming your mind. That's exactly, Nydia, what we got to do. Okay? You have to do that. And Julie and I's trip, somebody asked, we're going for I believe 2 weeks on the ground. So it's a day flying there and a day flying back, and then 14 days, I think 14, something like that. While we're actually there, you lose time and all that. It's 14 or 15 days, plus the day, each day for travel. It's going to be awesome. We're looking forward to it. I'm going to be coming to you guys live every day, weekdays from Europe. I don't know what time it's going to be, honestly, because 7 a.m. here in Pacific time is 4 p.m. in France and 3 p.m. in Scotland. And at 4 and 3 p.m., we're going to be on tours and out doing stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to be where I can do that. And some of the times we're going to be out in the country, castles and stuff like that. So I don't know where I'm going to be, but I'm going to try to do that. So yes, for those of you that are, if you're brand new here, go to subscribe to the channel. Go to YesMasters.com. That's our company, Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, and you can check it out. You can check out our coaching programs. By the way, our next live event, our next training camp is the Real Estate Vortex Training Camp, how to build a high 6 and 7 figure income in the next 2 to 3 years. It is at realestatevortex.com/live 2019. Jacqueline Naday, welcome. Thank you for joining us, Jacqueline. I appreciate very much your recommendations on places for us to go and eat and all that kind of stuff in Paris. Yep, we're leaving today. We're excited. Okay, guys, so I got to get back upstairs and get to packing. You guys rock. Have an awesome day. Sometime tomorrow on YouTube, on Facebook, I'm going to be live. YouTube, I will see you guys in 2.5 weeks. So get on Kevin Ward page on Facebook and turn the bell on so you get notifications when I go live. And I'll be coming live probably every weekday on Facebook. I'll also be doing Instagram. Instagram is Kevin Ward Now. And I'll be updating you on our trip. A lot of cool things we're going to be doing. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to share it with you. Play to win and always expect yes. Thanks, everybody.